In our Italian household, we say you can't have the dolce vita without the dolce. So with fall and winter holidays coming up, I have a few quick and simple dessert ideas that will give you a sensuous taste of the sweet life. So let's get started. Now, what you'll love about these recipes is that they just use ordinary, basic ingredients and involve just doing the very minimum to let the flavors shine. No fancy equipment, no fancy techniques, just simple things put together for amazing results. This Italian dessert is called Afogado, or drowned ice cream. This recipe takes just seconds to put together and has only 2 ingredients. This is a simple yet delicious way to finish a meal and an elegant way to use just basic ingredients. All you need to do is brew up some espresso, and if you don't have that, some nice strong coffee will work just fine. Scoop out some vanilla ice cream, put it in a serving glass, and pour a bit of espresso on the top. Sprinkle with some cocoa powder and serve. Even if you're not a regular coffee drinker, the combination of these 2 ingredients is absolutely sublime and very delicate. If you make a point of having a nice vanilla ice cream in the freezer, you'll always have a great option for dessert. This recipe is called mela e biscotti, or apples and biscuits, a no-bake dessert that is easy to prepare and comes together in a snap using some apples and some store-bought cookies. I used 6 pieces of fruit for this recipe, and I had a couple of pears in my fridge as well, so I'm going to combine them with the apples. And we're just going to chop them up into chunks. A little squeeze of lemon to keep the color. Put the fruit into a saucepan with a 1/2 cup of sugar and about a 1/2 cup of water. Let that cook for about 10 or 15 minutes until the apples are tender, and then set it aside to let it cool for a bit. I find the texture of this is best with hard cookies, and I have some confetti here, which is similar to a shortbread cookie, but you can use whatever you like, as long as they can be crumbled up into small pieces. And now we just layer it up, alternating the fruit and the cookie pieces. Top it off with some fresh whipped cream and some cinnamon. Absolutely delectable. Now you can make this dessert ahead of time and keep it in the fridge for a couple of days, so it's perfect for freeing up some time if you're hosting over the holidays. Here is another 1-minute dish of dattoli ripieni, or stuffed dates. Now, in our house, we love to make things with all kinds of dried fruits, and dates are particularly wonderful. And this technically you could use as an appetizer or a dessert because it has both sweet and savory flavors. Start with some medjool dates and take the pits out. Then take some Boursin cheese, or even plain cream cheese is fine, and fill the center. Top with a walnut half or some dried cranberries if you like, or even some pumpkin seeds. These are beautiful and tasty little bites. These are also great to make a day or 2 ahead of time because they will keep wonderfully in the fridge in an airtight container. I also want to share an iconic Canadian dessert with you, and that is butter tarts. And if you've never had one before, it's kind of a cross between a sugar pie and a pecan pie, but it's a little different in terms of flavor. And if you like those, you will not want to miss out on these little beauties. These are a rich, buttery, gooey treat that are surprisingly simple to prepare, and they are a perfect addition to your fall and winter dessert lineup. These are quick to do with the help of some frozen pre-made tart shells, and just put them on your baking sheet. This recipe makes 12, and we'll put about a teaspoon of raisins in each shell, but you can omit those if you like. For the filling, we'll mix 1 egg in your mixing bowl. And for that quintessential Canadian flavor, add in a 1/2 cup of maple syrup, a 1/2 cup of corn syrup, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of melted butter, a teaspoon of vanilla, and mix it up. And I almost forgot, we need a pinch of salt in there too. Now fill the tart shells with the mixture and bake at 375 for about 18 minutes. I've heard it said in Canada that the filling should hit the top of your shoe when you bite into it, so I think we have it just right. They'll keep just fine on the counter for a couple of days, and if you want them to last a little longer, just put them in an airtight container and store them in the fridge for up to 4 to 5 days. You can also freeze these and they will keep up to 3 months. Just warm them up when you're ready to use them. Fall and winter is also a time for cozy hot drinks, and I think you will love this warming and simple tea. Perfect for those long conversations after dinner is done at the table, or for cozying up on the couch with a good book. To your teapot, we'll add 1 chopped apple, some fresh mint, a cut up orange, a couple of herbal tea bags, and I have sleepy time tea, but you can use chamomile or anything else. And this is optional, but I like to add a little bit of honey. Pour in your hot water and let it steep for about 7 or 8 minutes. And we have a lovely warm fall tea with beautifully nuanced flavors. I really love sharing tips to help you make your home and your life better, and I am truly grateful for you because you have blessed me in so many ways, more ways than I can count. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend a part of your day with me. Many blessings to you and your family, and we'll catch you in the next one.